Hello, citizens, and welcome back. This is our match preview for Swansea vs City in the Carabao Cup. And yeah, hit like, hit subscribe. Let's jump into it. So, what do we know about this? Well, Swansea have played 12 in the league. They've won 4, drawn 4, lost 4. They've scored 12, conceded 12. So they're a very consistent team. They don't score a lot of goals. They do like to concede. And you never really know what Swansea are going to turn up by the looks of their form, So that's what you get from them. And what do you get from us? Well, you did have a team in some sort of form. You did have a consistent City team, but we let ourselves down against Villa. And I'm not completely surprised. Even if we'd won 12 games leading into that, I'd still think Villa would be able to do us. I harken back to a couple of years ago, sending them a match reaction to that one, where they absolutely battled us in that game, beat us 1-0. They've not battled us in this one. It was more of a contest. We should have done more in the first half. Second half, we just completely disappeared. But in the first half, we should have done more. Didn't. Villa got the deserved win. But it's not doom and gloom for us. Yes, it's already our third defeat in the league, but we were, I think it was 11 games unbeaten before that game. So we were picking up some momentum, and we need to continue that into the Swansea game as well, because we've got some tough games. We've got Bournemouth and Liverpool coming up. And before the next international break, I think there's another international break or something, I don't know. But we've got some important games coming up, so we need to get back on winning form. That being said, I do expect Pep to ring in the changes. It's too early for Rodri to come back. But Kovacic, I think, should start in this one instead of Nico, who I think offers absolutely zero in midfield. Defence needs a switch around as well. Expect Trafford's coming for Donnarumma. And then Rico Lewis maybe start right back. Diaz likely to come out. Ake in. O'Reilly's going at left back. And then in midfield, like I said, you do need a couple of changes. I want to see Kovacic in there because I want to see a full fit flying Kovacic, because he was our player of the year last year. He was absolutely incredible. Foden, take him out, did nothing against Villa. So bring Shirky in as well. I think he deserves a chance. I know he was injured at the beginning of the season, but whenever he comes on, he looks lively. He looks good. He looks hungry. He looks like he wants to score goals and get himself a first team spot. So yeah, bring him in for Foden. Don't mind that. Mamouche has to play. If you're not resting Haaland in this game, I don't know what Pep's doing. He might want to play Haaland from the beginning, then take him off at half-time if the job is done. But Haaland can't play in this game. Give the guy a rest. He's probably ran himself into the ground over the last few weeks. You could see it against Everton at the Etihad a couple of weeks ago. He looked absolutely shattered by the end of it. Yeah, he should have had 5 goals in injury time alone, but he looked shattered. And Villa, he did absolutely nothing either. The team don't provide him with anything. All he's doing is running all game, trying to break the offside trap and no one passing him the ball. So yeah, take him out from Marmouche. Savino needs to come out again. Offers very little for me. He gets past his man a lot. But him and Doku, like I've said it so many times, they get past the man, sure, they get to the byline, but then what they do with it is absolutely appalling. Doku did improve the team when he came on against Villa. I can't believe Pep didn't start with him. Bizarre decision by Pep. But I want to expect to see Doku or Savino in this game. So that means maybe Bob will get another start. And I've no idea. I generally have no idea what Pep's going to do. I don't think he knows. I do think his team lineup against Villa was wrong. The midfield was too weak. We got battered. We got bypassed a lot as well. Our wingers were too soft and created nothing for Haaland. So I do expect Pep to bring in changes. And I hope he's learned from that Villa game as well, who we can and who we can't trust from the start of a game. There is more players we've got that impact, like Savino. He's an impact player. He's not a starter. Bob as well, probably an impact player, not a starter. Nico, not a starter. He's not an impact player either, but he's not a starter. He's just there to wind down the clock, fouls, get yellow carded, whatever. And yeah, that's pretty much where we're at. But it is a competition I expect us to go pretty far. We're not ready to win the Premier League. We're not ready to win the Champions League. FA Cup, we bought it last year. Expect the same this one. Carabao Cup, it is an opportunity. You've got other games going on. Liverpool are playing Palace, so one of them going out. 2 teams that are better than us. Brighton are playing Arsenal, so Arsenal could go out because Brighton are a difficult team to play, whether at your home or away, although it is at Arsenal. So there is opportunities for us to go deep into this competition and actually win a trophy. And if we do win a trophy this season, I think we've done unbelievably well, because I don't put us down to win anything. I put us down to struggle for top 4 and to not win a trophy. So getting anything out of it would be, I think, a great return. We're not going to do a parade for a Carabao Cup, but it would be a great return for a season that is threatening to go a little bit sour for us if we don't, like I said, it sounds stupid because we were on a good run and we were in good form, but I don't know. I've said it so many times. This City team, I do not trust them whatsoever. I can't trust them. They've not given me any reason to. I know we put on some good results, and like the Brentford game, that was a good result. Everton as well at home, decent result. I mean, the Burnley 5-1, that flattered us, but decent result in the end. But I still don't trust them. I still think we're going to concede goals. I still don't think we're fit enough to run the full 90 minutes. I don't think we can compete in midfield. I think we're too soft, too slow. Pepper's fully loaded the team with technical players, but there's no pace in there. There's no strength, pretty much. We've got a good spine, which is like Diaz and Rodri and Haaland and Donnarumma. But I mean, Rodri's always injured. Donnarumma's just come into the team. I think he's a pretty good leader, and he has showed up the defense a lot. And Diaz, how far will he go into the season? He's had a bit of an on-off spell in the last couple of years where he just disappears for a lot of the season. Haaland, he looks like the only one on fire. Him and Doku, I will give Doku his credit. I think Doku's been brilliant this season. But will he keep it up, or will he trail off going into the winter months? We're about to find out. So yeah, big game away to Swansea. And I always think when you go away to any team, whether it's in the Premier League or the Championship in the Cup, you go away to a lower league team in the Cup, everyone knows the dangers. Their home crowd are going to be up for it. The home team are going to be up for it as well, because, you're playing against Pep, you're playing against City. So they've got a lot of motivation there. They don't even need a team talk. Whereas we go into it, we need to up our game. We need to be at our best, because let them go in front and it could just all fall apart for us. Because one thing that City do is we start off the blocks very, very well. And like last season, we got to a 60-minute mark and we just dropped massively. And that's why we conceded so many late goals last season, why we threw away so many points and so many wins in the Champions League. We were absolutely dire after 60 minutes. And that hasn't completely changed. We do still drop off after 60 minutes. And I think Pep needs to sort that out. He needs to make substitutions sooner. Or just like have better rotation. I don't know. But we do tend to tail off in the second half against teams. And against Swansea, if we're not careful, and they do have the crowd behind them and do have their tails up a little bit, and if it's 0-0 or 1-0 going into half-time, it could be a tricky 45 that second half. So we need to get early goals in the first half and put it back, put it out of sight. Maybe to be 2-3-0 up after half an hour. And if Haaland's starting, get him a hat-trick, take him off before half-time. Ideal situation. That's what I want to see. I'm pretty sure that's what Pep will want, just a game one, early doors. Because like I said, the longer the game goes on, the more the crowd are going to be up for it. You just know there's a problem there for us, and you don't want to see players coming off the bench that don't need to. I like Reinders probably needs a break as well. I mean, I love Reinders, but again, he's someone who can't run after 60 minutes. He's completely gone after then. So yeah, good opportunity for us. Will we do it? Don't know what team's Pep going to play. I expect him to make changes. I don't think there'll be as many as there were against, was it Huddersfield in the last round? But there will be changes, and he's got to give some players a chance. Because I do want to see Shirky and Mamouche starting in the Premier League in more games going forward. So let this be, and Kovacic as well. So let this be the game where they all come back, put in a good shift, 70, 80 minutes, maybe 90, all of them, and then put him in the league against Bournemouth. That's what I would do. What have we got to lose, really? As I said, I don't think anyone's expecting us to win anything this year. So, yeah, go out with a bit of freedom. Let the players express themselves. And that's about it, really. That's the match preview. For Swansea fans, like I said, if you're watching this, trust me, after 60 minutes, you're going to have a glorious chance if you can hold in there to beat us, because we just don't have that fitness. The fitness is better than last season, but it's not there yet. You can tell. And if you're going up against that midfield, just bully them off the ball. Pep has to sort that out. But yeah, that's the match preview. Thank you very much. And yeah, you can join us on Twitch as well. The link is below in the description. We are going to be doing some Football Manager when that comes out fully. I'm hoping to do some of it in beta in the next couple of days as well. Yeah, join us on Twitch whenever you can. We do play other games as well, Monday to Friday. So yeah, come check us out. And let me know who your team lineup would be. Would you rest Haaland? Would you not? I mean, Haaland's the only Haaland and Doku is probably their only danger men at the moment. They don't teams have to worry about so far, especially if Doku turns up on form. But yeah, let me know who you would start. Who would you give a rest? And do you think we can win this competition? Because like I keep saying, I don't think we can win anything. I don't think we're good enough. I think our midfield needs a good refresh before we can compete for trophies again. Other than that, thank you very much as always. Appreciate you all. Hit like, hit subscribe, And as I said, if you feel like joining us on Twitch anytime, Monday to Friday, please do. Really appreciate it. And yeah, see you all again. Bye-bye.